Good morning, 6 a.m. We're on trail. Heading to town, 9 miles. Let me flip you. That's where I was camped last night. Yeah, that's where I camped last night. Well, not real level, but we made it work. Let me flip you when we get out. So yeah, we're on trail. Moving. But yeah, so we got town at 9 miles. Like most times when you go to town, it's a little bit of downhill, so maybe that 9 miles will be fairly easy. We got what do we have today? Oh, we go to town, we gotta do our laundry, shower, find a place to stay, of course. And then we gotta get my zipper on my tent looked at and get that all taped up. And then we gotta figure out when we leave town, there is a road or trail closure for 17 miles. And they don't want anybody walking on Highway 3. So we gotta figure out how we're gonna walk around that. I do have some direction to do it, but I'm gonna kind of look in to see if there's a shorter route. But yeah, other than that, that tent beside me, they rolled in about 10:30 last night. So and then there was a hiker that did go by that I heard hiking on the trail around 10 last night. So there was obviously some late hiking last night too. I guess people are trying to push the town. So but other than that, it's gonna be kind of hopefully a fairly interesting Jimmy and I shouldn't say interesting, but a fairly decent 9 miles to get to town. So alrighty, holler at you later. Hey, alrighty, climbing. Some point we should be going down today, but we're just climbing right now. Let me flip you. All dead. Everything's dead. Yeah, everything's just dead. I mean, I don't know if there's an answer to just get rid of them, or yeah, it's a government job, so it costs millions and trillions of dollars to do that. So yeah, be kind of just imagine what it would look like when all the trees were green. So yeah, after there was that one tent beside me when I left camp, got about a half mile, small little trickle of a stream. There was 5, maybe 6 tents shoved around in there. And then just past quarter of a mile down the trail or whatever, I just passed 2 people cowboy camping. Scared the one guy. He jumped out of his sack, man. He was up out of that sleeping bag so quick when I was going by. Yeah. Where those 5 or 6 tents were, looked like it might have been an all right spot to camp maybe, but anywhere around all these deads, man, I tell you, I wouldn't want to be camping around them, that's for sure. Where I was at last night, there was some dead trees, but I felt like the area I was in was fairly somewhat safe. And it's not windy out, so I mean, it's a whole other ball game if it's windy. So, and there's no leaves on the trees, so if it was windy, I mean, I don't know, leaves are what usually starts knocking them over. But anyway, I'll stop rambling and Jimmy on.
Hey, alrighty, we're in Etna. It's actually evening. It's actually almost 9 o'clock at night. Um, yeah, we got down the road about 9 o'clock this morning. And we were just hauling butt. Um, I was hauling butt trying to get down there. Um, had a lot of climbing, and then like the last 2, maybe 3 miles out of that 9 was downhilling. Um, had 3 hikers pass me. Um, so when I got down the road, they were all sitting by the road, and no cell service, of course. Um, so we were kind of down by the road, and I asked those hikers, I'm like, hey, any cars going by? And they're like, nope, we've been here for like 20 minutes, no cars. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I ended up sending a message back home on my tracker, my Garmin device, tracking device thing, and I sent a phone number for my girlfriend Kathy to call, get us a ride. So it was kind of a three-way communication thing. And one of the hikers down there, he sent a message to a shuttle driver. Well, about 2 hours later, now there's like me and 7 other hikers down there, and finally our ride did show up. As we were waiting, though, a fire department ran by. One of the forest fire crews ran by and gave us all a bottle of Gatorade. So yeah, we got to town. I got to town, and man, I was starved. I was hungry. I was just normally I come to town, I do some chores before I eat. But man, I was hungry, so I went over to Dots, little cafe ice cream place, and got me a double burger. And it was good. It was actually a pretty good burger, man. I was pretty impressed. Small little place. And I went to DG, got some resupply, went back, and my room was ready. The guy that owns this place, I mean, he's probably in his 40s, 50s, heavy set. He was answering phone, cleaning rooms, running the office. I mean, this guy was just everywhere. It was like he'd be on the phone trying to gasp breath after running to the phone. And real nice motel, fairly affordable, really affordable actually, but nice room, clean, really nice. Um, yeah. So I just kind of been hanging out, showered. I did not do my laundry. The laundry situation, that was just crazy. I ain't gonna mess with that here in town. Um, yeah, neat little town, a lot of old buildings. This town used to be called Rough and Ready, believe it or not. But yeah, neat little town. A lot of older buildings and whatnot. A couple hours ago or an hour ago, I went back to DG, got some ice cream. There was a couple of deer just walking around town. Tomorrow, who knows what's going on tomorrow? The next 17 miles of trail is quote closed. Um, when I got picked up from the trail, there were some hikers getting dropped off and going on the trail. Um, it's supposed to maybe get lifted tonight around midnight. The ban. Um, I don't know. I don't know exactly why it's closed because of a fire in the area. There was no smoke in the area, no ash, so I think it's gonna be open. But I don't know. So anyway, just hanging out, chilling out here. Yeah, we'll be rocking and rolling tomorrow. We're still pushing to get to Oregon, so we're gonna be up on trail earlier in the morning, way before probably 8, 9, getting rocking on trail. So hopefully the trail will be open because otherwise the road walk is gonna be like a 30-mile road walk. So still got to kind of work on that. So anyway, I blabbed long enough. So you guys all take care, and I'll holler at you in the morning.